I rented an Airbnb for the fight week, which a lot of guys do. It's pretty common. I mean, it actually saved me a lot of money. Instead of having to buy 2, 3 hotel rooms, I was able to have my whole team with me. Um, but I was away. I had to go to training camp at the MMA lab um, for 7 weeks and was away from my baby. So, we'll see in the future. Maybe next time, I'll bring the baby and the wife with me. But yeah, I rented an Airbnb. It was way better, man. We had a kitchen. We didn't have to fight the hotel to get a little mini fridge. We didn't have to cook off a little hot pan in the room. It was way better.
How was the fight being a dad this time, heading in? I'm sure that was on your mind even as the fight's going on, that you have to provide for not just yourself, but
Yep.
your son.
Yeah. Man, have you ever looked at daycare prices?
I have. I'm a dad too. It's not cheap.
I think my entire show bonus is going to daycare this year. It's crazy. Yeah, a little bit extra pressure. It doesn't make sense to put extra pressure on yourself in this game. There's so much pressure, especially this card's the biggest fight of whatever, forever. But you want to make, I wanted to win for my son and my wife. I always work hard. I always come in shape. I always bring it. I always leave it out there. I deserve to win. And my wife, she kept the baby on her own for 6, 7 weeks. So she deserves it too. And you want to make your son proud. So I put a little extra pressure on myself. So, I wasn't going to leave there with any stone unturned. So I was going to get the job done for him because I want him, when he looks back on it, I want him to know his dad, got up there and he stood for something and he put everything he had into something, no matter what it is.
Did you have any friends bet on this fight? You were a big underdog in this matchup. I don't know if you're aware, but you winning by TKO was something like plus 800.
Really?
Yeah.
I hope so, man. I hope so, and I hope they give me a little tip for it, too.
Buy you dinner at least, right?
They should, man. Buy me dinner. I hope so. Honestly, when it came out that I was the underdog, I embraced it. I loved it. Because to me, in my head, hey, this is a big bad Brazilian. Like, I'm not supposed to win. This is the birthplace of MMA, Brazil. He's 15-1. He's got Jacare with him. He's the man. And this is the American underdog story. So I'm not supposed to win, man. So I don't care if just me and my team were the only ones to know that I was going to win. I saw it in my head. I fought the fight 100 times in my head, and I saw myself winning. So it feels good. Yep.
I'm in Arizona. I hear a lot of guys, Jakar,
Yeah.
guys like John and Ben, all talk about how amazing you are in the gym.
Yeah.
Right? Do you finally feel like you've shown that to
Um,
everybody in the world?
I hope so. I got to look at the fight. I'm a perfectionist still, so I'm sure I'll find some way to pick it apart. But I really hope it was good because those guys like John Crouch, Jeff Jimmo, Ben Harrison, all those guys around me, training partners, Benson, Drakkar, all those guys, they deserve a performance like that from me too, because they put a lot of time and work in too. So yeah, I think so. That's what I'm capable of tonight.
In the third round, when you went for the finish, your hands were hurt, but you were still able to push off for the elbows.
Yep.
Is that something that you expected to be able to try to do on the ground? Is land elbows as opposed to looking for submissions maybe of some sort?
Yeah, sometimes I have a good submission game. I have good jiu-jitsu. Sometimes I get caught up in just controlling positions. I don't look for submissions, but I've got good ground and pound. So that's a half guard, that position and all that. I work well from there. So, those elbows are all day for me. Thank you.
About it being a bigger part, did you feel that bigger energy during the fight?
No, not really. I didn't. It felt like another fight. I really tried to, like I said, in my head. I fought this fight 100 times in my head. I walked out 100 times. I looked around. I saw the crowd 100 times. That octagon is still the same size. Doesn't matter. All the arenas look the same on the inside. So It wasn't any different, man. The same guys sitting around the octagon. It's another fight to me. In my head, I tried not to build it up and put unnecessary pressure on myself.
Who would you like to fight next?
Ooh, I don't know. I think Alan and I were both on the fringe, breaking into the top 20. We're both kind of in the middle ground. I think with a win and a finish over him puts me in the conversation for a top 20 guy. I want a top 20 opponent for sure.
Anyone in particular?
No, I have to take a look at it, see who's on the list. I try to do it one fight at a time, not look ahead. I was a 2-1 underdog on this, right? Why it doesn't make sense to look at the next opponent. So.
Now that you have some free time, you're going to watch some hockey next week. Regular season's back on.
Yeah, I'm going to watch some hockey. I'm hoping the Predators make a run this year. I guess I'll have to watch the Flames too since James Neal's there.
Yeah.
I'm upset about it, but I'll be excited. I'm going to try to get over to a Predators game.
Can I ask you for a real big smile over here?
Yeah. It wasn't because I'm missing a tooth, was it? All right. It's an old hockey injury. This one's fake too. But I'm gonna get I got a little flipper thing like DC has. So if you see me later, I might have all my teeth.
I like it like that.
I like it better like this too. Especially I'm from Tennessee too. I have to play it up just a little bit. You know we're all missing teeth.
Do you have a message for your son right now?
Oh man, you can't do this to me. I've been getting emotional all night about it. Same thing, man. I just want him to know whatever he does, like, go for it, 100%. I want him to know that I stood for something, and whatever it was, I went for it. I went all in, and he deserves it.
Congrats on the victory.
Thank you. Oh, you had to do that to me, man. All night. I hadn't been able to answer one question about him all night. I've been whining and crying, and it's been tough. All good?
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.